So my name is Jennifer Adams. We got started with Help Me Grow in 2019, and my son Cohen, who is 2 years old, has Williams syndrome.
My question is, how did you get even involved with Help Me Grow?
Well, when Cohen was 3 months old, so this would have been January of 2019, his pediatrician noticed he had a heart murmur. So then that sent us over to cardiology. And then from cardiology, we went to genetics because with the findings from the cardiologist, they were suspecting some sort of a genetic disorder. So we ended up in genetics, and sure enough, the physician there said, yeah, we need to do a test. However, I'm about positive he has Williams syndrome. And he says, let's sign you up for Help Me Grow and BCMH right now while we're here, and it'll start from here. So they are the ones at Nationwide Children's Hospital in genetics that did the referral to Help Me Grow. And they've been us, like I said, ever since Cohen was 3 months old, and now he's almost 2.5.
What was that like when you first had your home visit?
I was very nervous. My husband and I both nervous, scared. You know, our first two children were typical. We didn't have any of this with those two. So, hi, buddy. Yeah, this was completely new for us. And like I said, I was very nervous, as was he. But I have to say, the very first visit that we had, and I think out of pure luck, I was very relieved. Because the person that first came and started with us was Kelly, and she was one of my former teachers, actually, way back when I was in school. So that was very nice to have a familiar face. So I think it put us at ease.
Good. What does a typical visit look like when a provider comes out to your home?
We're at the point that we're more like friends than being just his therapists. So it's a nice laid back conversation. We sit on the floor together and let him do his thing. We go at his pace, but we still make him work. But like I said, at this point with him being a little over 2 now and starting as early as we did, it's more of like a friendship than anything.
Good. So if you could think back and take a minute and think back about, or maybe there's a recent time, when was a visit or something that you had received, some services you'd received through Help Me Grow that was very impactful or really meaningful for you and Cohen and your family?
I don't think there's any one thing in particular. I think all of the therapists have been absolutely fantastic. I don't believe that we would be where we are without them. Not only have they helped us, with our, physical, occupational speech therapies, but also helping us get to, the Hanger Clinic for his orthotics, working with us on that, working with us on family funds. We had to get a certain formula for him. Way back that was extremely expensive. So I think just all around, like I said, not only therapies, but just the other financial resources out there, they've really helped us with.
Oh, good. What if you had a parent or knew a parent that wasn't quite sure, that was kind of sitting on the fence about whether they wanted to have Help Me Grow services or not? What would you say to that parent?
I would tell them in a heartbeat to do it. Absolutely. Like I said, we would not be where we are today without them. I don't know that without the services that he would even be walking at this point. As a parent of, especially at his age, he's very small and he's young. There's a lot of effort put forth into making them do the things that they don't want to do. And to have the therapist, say, no, we need to do this. We need to keep pushing. I think that if you didn't have a therapist with you, you would see your child get upset and not want to do those things and just say, okay, let's just not do it. And that, pushes back their growth. So I would say do it in a heartbeat. And not only will it help your child grow, but they all become friends as well. Cohen lights up when his therapists walk in the room. He gets excited. He misses them. He gives them hugs. They just love each other. It's a good relationship.
Oh, good. Thank you. I don't really have any other questions unless you want me to. You can ask or share anything that you'd like.
Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing but great things to say about them. My husband and I, even we might sit and watch him hit a milestone here at home in the evening. Nobody's here, he's not having therapy at this moment, and we'll send a video to whichever therapist that it pertains to, and we're texting back and forth, like I said, on off hours, because it is such a good relationship. It's not just like a working relationship, it's a friendship. And they get excited about these milestones. They get excited to come and see him. Like I said, not only to make him work, but they oftentimes they come in, actually about every time come in and talk about how much they miss seeing him, and they're glad to see him, and they want some of his hugs, and it's just an overall really good relationship. I've never had any issues with anybody, and my husband would say the same thing. Everybody has been wonderful, very nice, very friendly, and extremely helpful for not only Cohen, but both of us as well. They've helped us both cope with it, especially at the beginning. Of course, we're used to everything now and what's to be expected as far as his syndrome is concerned. But as a new parent to a disabled child that you've never been through it before, it's been hard, especially, like I said, especially at first. But they've helped us to realize that pretty much the beauty in his syndrome. That he's a blessing, that, not to get put down because he's not what we would consider a typical child or a normal child, that he's quite capable of anything, and they talk so highly of him and how well he's doing. It's just, like I said, overall a very good relationship.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Hi.
Got a wave? Ah, a big smile. Hi. Hi. There. We got a wave.